Welcome back to your Sunrise Smart Start. We are now learning more about what happened in the moments that led right up until a Rochester police officer shot and killed a man on Christmas Eve. RPD has officially released to us the body camera video of the deadly encounter, and we do want to warn everyone this might be difficult for you to watch.
That man killed that morning has been identified as 46-year-old Todd Novick. Police say here they were responding to Murray Street early Sunday to a call for a person with a handgun. They say the man wearing all the dark clothing started to run for it and reach for what they said looked like a gun. In the video, you hear the officers telling Novick to stop and drop the weapon, and as the chase continued, ended here in this driveway, the officer fired multiple shots, killing Novick. Police Chief David Smith says that gun he had was a replica.
To expect an officer in those split seconds to differentiate what is it, especially he didn't throw it. He didn't throw it and run away. It was in his hand. What were his intentions? We don't know, but we'll get there.
Both responding officers that day had been put on leave for mental health issues and protocol pending the investigation. We heard from City Council as well through a statement saying in part, the officer-involved shooting Christmas Eve is being investigated by the Attorney General here in New York as prescribed by state law. We offer our condolences to the family, friends, and loved ones of the deceased and everyone involved in this tragic incident. It goes on to say, in the interest of justice for the deceased, the community, and for the officers involved, we call on Attorney General Tish James to be certain her investigation is fair, judicious, and transparent.
From now until January 1st, any kids heading to the mall at Greece Ridge will need a chaperone, somebody at least 21 or older at all times. This rule change comes after police had to shut down the mall Tuesday night due to what they call chaos. There were no reported injuries or property damage Tuesday night, but police say when they got there, they found roughly 150 to 200 kids being disruptive inside of the mall. One person had to be detained before ultimately being released to their parents.
Nearly 2,000 staff members at Rochester's largest employer have voted to approve a new 3-year contract. The talks between URMC leadership and the unions for caregivers and service workers started in August. 4 months later, they have this deal that brings a general wage increase of more than 18%. Starting pay bumps for new hires will go to $17 an hour in the new year. Workers call these victories that will keep current workers afloat, create new incentives for new hires to deal with staffing shortages. Union leaders say overall, this is a historic moment, and the deal takes effect immediately.
A man is dead following a 3-car crash in Yates County yesterday afternoon. The vehicles reportedly crashed on State Route 14 near Dundee Glenora Road just after 1 o'clock. Deputies say one of the drivers rear-ended another that forced that car to go into oncoming traffic, then colliding with another vehicle. 80-year-old Dennis Pabis of Pennsylvania died at the hospital, and charges here are pending.
A quick check of some of your forecast headlines here with James. The story, the fog and visibility, hardly anything for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's right. Something to address right now, when you walk out the door. High beams useless on a morning like this because of that fog. Some of the worst is going to be across Marion through a lot of Wayne County up into Sodus and then down toward Canandaigua as well. 332, that's a tough drive with that fog going into the city. The view is starting to slowly improve in Rochester. Not a dramatic improvement here, but you can just tell out there, so watch out. A couple of spots of drizzle there as well. We'll take a look at the rest of the day and a peek toward the weekend at the end of the show. Brennan?
All right, thank you, James. Tough to see anything from our cameras as well with the fog, as we've been giving you sunrise traffic updates every couple of minutes. On our map, though, here on the tablet and phones, can see reports just moments ago of a crash 490 westbound at the Route 33 exit. So that's just a little west of 390 in Gates-Chili High School. We'll check your morning commute again at 7:26. Turning to an announcement recently from the state to try to solve the critical shortage of child care options around New York.
The governor has just announced $100 million will be used to help bridge this gap. But where's the money going? How's it going to work? Well, Aron Spitzer is live in our newsroom here to break it all down. Aron.
Governor Hochul's announcement is for 2 initiatives, $50 million in capital grants for the construction of child care centers and $50 million in business tax credits for workplace-based child care expansion. The Child Care Capital Program, or CCCP, will award grants ranging from $500,000 to $1.5 million to eligible child care providers to expand existing child care centers or build new ones. Funding will be split 60% for the downstate region and 40% for the rest of the state. Through the grant, the CCCP will reimburse for the design, construction, reconstruction, or other related expenditures for existing or proposed centers. I spoke with Jeff Peer, CEO of Child Care Council. He told me that since 2021, Monroe County has lost 1,000 child care slots, meaning 1,000 children don't have child care positions compared to 2020. Here's what he had to say about how this infusion of cash can help the workforce.
Businesses are going to get more involved in childcare because really when there's not enough childcare, it affects the economy. You can't have employees work if they have to stay home all the time with their children. So this is, I think, a great incentive. The tax credit is a great incentive for programs and businesses to offer their employees an opportunity to not only have on-site care if they choose to, or to pay for slots and support staff and support their employees through other child care providers by paying no slots for them.
To apply for a CCCP grant, applicants need to first pre-qualify through the New York State Grants Gateway online. Awards will be announced on or after July 15th, 2024. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Iran. Final check of the forecast here with James. These temps, what you wake up with, what you'll have all day and tonight.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know, for what it's worth, it's not bad for the energy bill.
Yeah, exactly. Give your heater a break.
Could be so much worse, so much colder if you don't like cold air. Maybe you're missing the cold and you wish it was colder. Got to give a shout out to those people as well. Upper 40s to near 50 for an afternoon high. Yes, we've got the fog this morning that we talked about. We've got the rain showers this afternoon and into the overnight. This pattern we've been in continues. Likely into tomorrow. We'll take a bit of a dip in temperatures there. And then low 40s, eventually 30s for your Saturday. And hey, a little bit of a mix possible in the morning time. That's it. That buttons up the 2023 year. Bills on Sunday looks good there as well. And then we're back to normal to start 2024.
Ending the year with barely a snowflake in sight.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your morning with us here at News 8 Sunrise, everyone.
CBS Mornings coming your way next at 7. We'll see you back here at 7:25.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.